Game 3 in Group C. The lower bracket between the two Chinese. Fortitude just lost 0-2 to Moon. Kaho took a map with a Warden against Sok on Amazonia. And now they fight for survival here. For Fortitude, it would be quite a disaster to be eliminated this early. But you know, at this point, I wouldn't even be too surprised anymore. The times where Fortitude was top 4 in the world, unfortunately over. And he never really recovered. Even though some human players showed that you can play tanks again, and Johnny Cage showed it against Foggy on this very map, in this very matchup. It is Human versus Night Elf starting things on Echo Owls. And again, I'm not too familiar with Kaho. I don't know if he's a guy who plays Tavern Heroes, for example. We saw that he apparently likes a Warden. I don't accept balanced opinions from someone who lost to Bidu. Damn, Victor, I guess that's the knockout punch to me. Well, I got it all in my head, just not in my hands. But you do have a point. You do have a very good point. Nice to see you, mate. We have quite a bit of a hard counter going on here, as Fortitude is going for a Mountain King. Was kinda to be expected from him, actually. And so Kaho knows this, of course, as well. Goes for a Demon Hunter. And the Demon Hunter burns the Mountain King. And then the Mountain King is just a big footman. So he has to do something here. Shadow Priest goes to Kaho already. Mountain King's going for a fast expansion. Can't really go... Like, he's not going for any creep so far. Did he deny? I'm not too sure. No, I don't think so. Otherwise, it wouldn't be level 2. But the creeps are doing tremendous damage at the Engine of Wars. He needs a lot of repair. Very, very tanky Demon Hunter. Celine Dion gifting a sub to Hitman. Nice, thank you. Thank you, Celine. The sub will go on. Actually, I bought a Celine Dion t-shirt last week. This is something I never expected to say ever. But yeah, grinding that Celine Dion merch. You'll see it soon, I guess. Yeah, right? That comes unexpected. So Mountain King with a ring. Fantastic. Tech on the way, probably an expansion here once you get the resources. He is super short on lumber after the tech and after all this repair.
Player's forces are under attack.
I would expect a Dragon Force shirt, but not a Celine Dion shirt. I did listen to Dragon Force when it was like the big Guitar Hero times. I also... Oh my god, I played this song so much. Good scouting by Fortitude so far, I think. It's totally reasonable. Thank you. All the mercs are going to Kaho, which I like. You don't want to give extra forces to the human. It's hard to afford them anyway. But yeah, you want more firepower. Mercs on both sides. Nothing really to dispel on either side, of course, but you know, the extra healing is decent. And now we have the level 2 mana burn. This is such a strong weapon, but he got that Stormbolt off and it's resulting in a kill of the Berserker. Big experience, and I think with all the footmen and the extra piercing damage here, can knock this down. Committing to this, of course, but even without too many losses. Demon Hunter gave up on that pretty quickly. The expo has been cleared now, so if he wants to, he can expand on the spot and then he saves the time to walk over and then it might actually be salvageable, but 2 mercenaries going down is a big deal and good experience for sure, while Fortitude has the expo up, starts mining. But no cancelled Hunter's Halls. The push into the base seems a little bit premature. Of course, Kaho would love to build some lores now with the Footman and Mountain King here. It's hard, but it's just a little bit of a delay. Maybe 10 to 15 seconds. Mountain King is getting a surprising amount of kills and now he steals the Berserker. Yikes. No boots on the demon, right? No, but double claw.
A town is under siege.
Fortitude is playing this well so far. But let's see how he transitions into the late game. This Berserker is a beat. He's killing this. Ooh, boots on the Demon Hunter are so necessary. And yeah, he needs to join the circus for a week or two. This wisp juggling is not the best. Could have saved quite a bit more. Naga second, so at least he's catching up in movement speed a little. But Mountain King, oh Bash, hello. Oh, there's too many wisps constantly.
A player's forces are under attack.
Crazy how much work you can get done with Footman and a Mountain King. Or with Footman in general. And just like Sock, Fortitude delays the lore so much that there's nothing really to fear at the moment. Kaho is also not floating in resource because, yeah, why? Just bought the Naga. That's pretty much about it. And of course, wisps all the time. Ring of Region putting in work. Very true. Boots and ring is excellent. And keeping Archer, Demon Hunter, Naga away from this expansion. Yeah, I'm sold. Fortitude definitely recovered. He seemed a little triggered on the second map against Moon. But he got some time in between. Meditate a little, like Fog usually does. Oh, no defend though. Whoopsie. Had a big round of mercenaries with slow and good damage. Makes sense.
A player's forces are under
Tier 3 heavy delay. And it wouldn't surprise me if Fortitude is just straight up taking to Tier 3. Could go for a Rifle Caster army though. He doesn't really need that. Poor Kaho. Finally starts mining. Is it Alchemist again? Doesn't really need that. Could be a Panda, could be a Counter Naga. Yep. That's it. So, Dryads not as impactful as they are against the Mountain King, obviously. Against what? Against an Archmage, obviously, as there's nothing to dispel. But he needs something. I guess Fortitude is just clearly outplaying him so far. Haha, tower push! What is this tower push? Double Rex rifles. Not even casters. Poor Muddy. Bites the dust again after like no time. This is the get out of my game push. TP or bash? Whee. But how is this holdable? I guess it isn't. Oh no, is he getting more? Oh no. Oh no. Ah, he has no lumber, okay. Would he force that mauler? 2 berserkers against dryads plus incoming rifles. Not upgraded yet, given, but we'll see. Is there still a chance? Oh man, dryads also give so much experience. He takes care of the towers, but he's losing the berserker with a nice block. Was that on purpose? If yes, that was pretty sick. So, mercenaries fall left, right, and center. Still a 20 supply lead. Yeah.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Here we go. We got muddy. Apply the slow. There's a potion. But, yeah. Towers are coming up. Kind of sad to not see a cannon tower. Muddy dies again. What's the average living duration for a mud golem? Like 20 seconds? This one survived surprisingly long. Towers are up. Okay. Shop is coming up. Still mercs. He never went for anything but rifles, right? Nope. He lost the mud golem to the tree. Okay, a little bit of reposition. Good luck engaging into towers with dryads. But we got a new muddy.
A player's forces are under attack.
How weird to not see a sanctum or a workshop. Or long rifles, or, you know. It's just expanding, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. 3 base human, let's go. So if Fortitude gets overconfident and never transitions, the bears might clean this up at some point, but not with 3 base versus 1.
A player's
usually
forces are under attack.
Is he doing it? Not yet. I think it's just a matter of time. 3 berserkers. They do the damage of like a 2-0 rifleman, 3-0 rifleman, something in between. So that is good damage. 4 base when. Ah. Oh, a sanctum! Proxy.
A town is under siege.
And of course you'd rather go for attack upgrades than range upgrades, right? Ah, you got it. Okay.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, Kaho, this is unwinnable. You got the middle, kinda cool. Big heal potion will help you a bit. Is it time? Is it time for the 3 base? It's time for the 3 base. Phew. This is the easiest to defend base ever. 4 towers, shop up, instant caster reinforcements. Could donate some away actually if Kaho is sieging this again for 10 minutes with Dryad shots. Then they will spawn into the Dryad's arms, but... yeah. Alright. It's an unfair fight if I ever saw one. But we have Riju on the Demon Hunter, so who knows? The third Muddy goes down. Rip Buddy Muddy. You don't call this an army, do you? Demon Hunter is quite a beast, but I guess at this point not even Metamorphosis would save him. And everything that dies can be replaced by 2 new units. Could even tech to tier 3. Build another base in the, or another town hall in the middle. Kaho is getting a surprising amount of kills. That shouldn't really be the case, but the power of Reju and Orbs help with that. The shop is already gone. No potion anymore. Big potion was consumed as well. Yeah. Decent saves. But it's also double staff, so it's not that hard. We get tier 3 now. Okay, we had enough of this. Yeah, definitely a better fight than expected. But how often can you do this? Yeah, I mean, essentially it's just rifles versus bears, right? So Demon Hunter Naga still pretty good, orb damage pretty good, but it's also still 3 bases versus 1. Like, it's already 3,500 gold advantage, including upkeep. And for some reason, Kaho really likes to throw spears at human buildings. He did that for 10 minutes against Sock, and now it's starting again. Oh, triple Griffin Aviary, okay. Yeah, this will probably be the knockout then. Rifles against the Giants, Griffins against the Bears. Well, at least Kaho is doing damage. Is there a new generation of players, or is everybody old school? Well, for example, Kaho is 20 years old. One of the semi-finalists of a $50,000 tournament was 19 years old. In Europe, a 22-year-old was going into the semi-finals of the biggest tournament. So yeah, you can definitely argue that there is new successful players coming in. There's also some players who are around 25. Like a Fortitude, for example, Hitman 1-0, but they've been around for a little bit longer. But there's also legends of this game who are turning, I don't know, 35 this year and still dominate, so it's a mix. But we also need, like, we need new names, but we also need these legends to pull some numbers in. How much gold? 1,500. This match is still going? Yeah, we're going overtime today, that's for sure. Mountain Giants transition? Actually not too bad. Mountain Giant's not the best unit in the universe anymore, as their second taunt got deleted. Why doesn't he build workshops and end this already? Why would you force the issue when you have 3 bases and your opponent has 1 that you know that will expire soon and you have the perfect position to defend? Like, there's one guy who has to attack and that's Kaho. Maybe Kaho should attack the other base. Well, if he's giving up on this position, then Fortitude will A-click this base. And there's not much gold available anymore here either. So if there's a base to break, it's this one. If he reconquers this base, he might even still have a shot, but no. I mean, that's a huge if. Bears are just melting against all that piercing damage. You see the taunts are not disrupting too much anymore. The positioning of the Mountain Giants is quite horrible. And we're at 90 spy. Like, there's no doubt who loses this and who wins this. Level 5, but good night everybody. Level 5 for the Mountain King as well. GG and Fortitude. Takes map number 1. Pretty convincing actually. This was over for 7 minutes or something. Glad you're still with me though. Yeah, I don't know. This game derailed so quickly with the tier 2 push by Fortitude. I thought there's not much of a chance to delay everything, but he absolutely did. And then this tower push came out of nowhere. And who plays a pure rifle 2 base push? Like, if you see this, it does make a lot of sense because no one is expecting it. But it was also like the door was wide open for this push because of the delay. Just realized that there's a production queue at the lower corners. Yeah! Enjoy, mate. It's been there for like years. But there is an update coming for our in-game overlay. Not saying too much yet. Some people saw sketches here and there, designs here and there. Or Patreons, for example. So far the feedback has been good. The most crucial part has yet to be feedbacked on though. So frustrating. I always get the updates, of course, and I see the file number rising. I think we're at draft 37 or something. And we didn't even start the bottom UI, so I think it took around 28 attempts to get the top right. Then of course hero boxes, then the bottom. Step by step, day by day. We go into map 2. This is match points for Fortitude on Concealed, where I was baffled, absolutely baffled, how well Fortitude played this. On the other foot, Kaho played an excellent early game versus Sock here. So I wonder if he's going for that aggressive harass again. Like creeping parts of this and contest the crab. I didn't see the new overlay yet. I'm gonna complain a lot when I see it for the first time. I don't think so. I mean, you like to complain a lot, Stefan, I know that, but I got a lot of feedback already from like game designers, UI designers, etc, etc. So the biggest flaws are already dealt with. Keeper versus Archmage. Standard again. Away from Mountain King, Demon Hunter, etc. But if Kaho plays this right, this could be his map, this should be his map. But he needs a better transition. He was a little stubborn in the game against Sock to not go for an expansion or very, very late. And that was the bottleneck for his entire strategy. He had a bit, but like there was a tag, there were a couple of units, but nothing really overwhelming.
Players' forces are under attack.
And Kaho is doing the same thing, but looks like Fortitude was watching the stream. Checks in the middle and now knows, well, he's going for the crab, not for the turtles. And the Crab King, of course, can't let the crab go. But he has to fight level 1 here, but the end snare is ending up on the archers, so that's out of the fight. Yeah, it looked like Fortitude knew exactly what's coming. Who's gonna get the experience will get level 2, and it's the Keeper. Was this a little overconfident by Fortitude? Gets level 2 here as well, thanks to the end snare. Using the creep mechanic against his opponent, and now attack. Keeper is lowish mana and hurt. That's the downside, the big downside. Against an Archmage with claws. Don't really want that. Okay, so how many kills? Don't think there was a last hit yet. This one, nice deny. But it feels like Fortitude currently the best human versus Night Elf player on Concealed. Like he knows exactly, wow, how well he played around this. He knows exactly how to creep this one. He's not level 3, which is a little bit of an issue, but he still has the turtles to creep. Easily doable with Militia.
A player's forces
and this is not attack. Much damage. Oh, wow. No arcane by Fortitude. Ballsy. Archers don't do anything. And this Keeper is gone. Got the staff, so we will be back soon. But how many peasants died? Like 2 at max, right? Blocks the way with the tower. Love to see that. Okay, I casted Sock, Chemico and Fortitude on this map this week. And Fortitude is by a landslide the best player here on this map. Maybe a little unfair Because Chemico was playing against Foggy and Colorful, who are clearly better than a Kaho. But I've also seen Fortitude vs Moon, and that is then the same level. Oh, yikes. That was a little unnecessary. Again, the Naga. And Rush is tier 3. Whoa. Okay, I guess there's no defend yet. There is potential. Lots of foot. Kind of a Fortitude special. But this time he's a little late, thanks to that skirmish in the middle. He's a little late to the lures. At least one will be coming up. That's a big help already. Last hit. We're still not level 3. It's 2 footmen with good stutter stepping. This is doable. But I think he's stepping too much and stutters too little. Unlike me, who stutters too much and steps too little. Decent splits. Double level up for Kaho. That's a big one. Oh my god, though. Siege Footman, everybody. That's a cancel. That was only the shop. But this is also, I guess, the orb denied for a bit. What a wild brawl in this base. Okay, so this is a bear rush. And then brute forcing a base.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's faster tier 3 than the human is tier 2. That's pretty nuts. But it's hard to break through this with bears. Human learned how to SimCity a lot more. Farms in front, so it's not like 8 to 9 bears can attack this town all at the same time. Kind of the same for the keep.
A player's forces are under attack.
Isn't the score 1-1? No. Oh my! Almost the keeper surrounded. Naga comes in, has a strong fork lightning, and Riju is running as well on this keeper. But apart from that, force is very little. Supply deficit, but bears are coming, and of course, very high-tech units. That's fodder for the warden. Fortitude is trying to kill that Naga, but against Riju with only footman, little too close to comfort. Wants to keep this Archmage around, wants to have a feast from these footmen. But okay, distraction. Kaho is not pushing for this expansion at all. This was calculated by Fortitude. And this time he goes for an earlier workshop, which I like a lot. But still has to weather the storm. Ooh, Zeppelin. Alrighty. Trying to buy more time for the big human army. A town portal would of course... Oh, there's no town portal! Stormbolt, staff out. So no keeper anymore. No lockdown anymore. Mountain King has a lot more Stormbolts. And the staff is off. And the Sorks are coming in. Oh man. The fight by Fortitude against Moon here in a similar position was an absolute disaster, and it's the other way around. He's killing so much. He just basically killed all the reasons why Kaho was just rushing tier 3 so fast. There's a little discussion in chat about why human are not using the ivory towers from the shop anymore, from a returning player who left Warcraft in like 2013, so 8 years ago. Human play has changed a lot. You probably remember the times of like Sky, who went for tower pushes towards his opponent. It's all about expansions, not about rushes anymore. So you want to go to the very, very, very late game. And it's a lot more efficient these days. So it's more efficient to build towers than to buy them from the shop. You want to skip the shop for as long as possible to just save resources and invest it into something else. But you need towers for defense a little earlier, so you just build them instead of buying ivory towers. Ivory towers are the best when you use them offensively, I think. Doesn't make much sense. Just pure efficiency to buy them and use them defensively. And Kaho is again a little stubborn, right? Not expanding. After rushing tier 3, maybe there was a timing. I don't know. Oh, we got clapped. Yeah, there's no mana burn or anything, so good luck with that AoE. We got a wonderful human army. Clap is doing well. Would love to see some mortars, but I guess they're coming. Gyro's more important first. Mountain King in a little bit of trouble, forced the TP, saves the scroll of the beats that he just found, kills another bear. The trades are just so much better.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's a rough game for Kaho again. In general, a very rough series for Kaho. Gets a Vamp Aura and the Cut Gas Pipe. This is the absolute wettest dream a bear playing Night Elf can have. Gets more mana, gets more reach, gets more roar, gets HP back from attacking. Like, someone wants to force game 3 here, but on one base this is just impossible. Either you go for super dedicated timing and trying to break this expansion or break the human in general, or you have to expand. He is expanding now, okay, but it's on the other side of the map basically.
A player's forces are under attack.
So many breakers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 breakers. Do we want Katgas versus Breakers? True, actually. But, yeah, actually a good point. Decent little run by from the Bears in the south, but he just turns around. He can just operate with 2 armies, and it was nice to see Kaho again. It was nice to cast a couple of Kaho games for the first time. But Fortitude leaves absolutely no doubt on neither map who wins this. Like, how much combined HP on the Bears? 20? Yeah, sorry, but game! More like KO than Kaho, am I right? We got Fortitude in the lower bracket final, where he will play the loser of Sock and Moon. Good performance here by him. A lot of the mistakes that he did against Moon were already fixed here. Of course, different caliber of an opponent, but pretty relaxed, knowing the timings, never over pressuring, never over committing. That was a very solid game. Not the most action-packed game, it's more a little strategical and calm. But hey, that is successful. A lot of players overcommit. Not happening here. Now we come to the main event of this group. It's the winner bracket final between Moon and Sock. The two strongest players will clash now for the 5th spot in the playoffs alongside Focus 120, Colorful, and Chemico. So will it be 2 Night Elves or will it be 2 Human? That's the question. It's definitely gonna be a Korean, and it's definitely gonna be with you watching. Don't go anywhere. Tell your friends. This match is gonna be hype.